Oh, did that fix it? No, it's the wrong way. Did I fix it? Ugh. Right. Fuck. It seems like it's still zoomed in a bit though. I don't know what's going on with it the past like 2 days now. It's like it's not. No. Yeah. No. I don't know. Oh, Christ. Okay. Let the people know that I am alive. Fucking. Oh God. I can fear something in my lungs. Methinks I might finally be expressing some form of mild illness. Where's the fucking tunes? Where's me tunes? So many tunes, so little time. Right, let's get the goo flowing. Oh, hello, priest! Man, that fucking bootleg Chinese Star Wars thing is so funny. Oh, man. And then that fucking woke cop. Oh, okay. Descend to the proper physical posture. Oh, that's a really stiff stool. Slowly, but surely, I descend. Pain to do. There we go. Right. My floppy top natu. Okay. Hello! Hello, my brothers and sisters! My beloved Japonaita. Mine's a zoo. Paint! Paint! Painting goo! Oh, my voice is a bit off. And I can like feel something in my lungs. I think I might start like, I think I'm starting to get maybe a little bit sick. I've been coughing a lot today. I don't know. I was about to send out the leprechaun search party. Paint goo. Oh God. Paint! Paint! Painting goo! Right. I'm just gonna focus on his eyes and maybe like a little bit on his hand. We're nearly there. I can feel it in my bones. Oh god. It's in my blood, it speaks to you. Need 2 seconds. Get some vitamin C into you, you filthy demigod. Yeah, I'll whack a load of fucking orange juice into me or something. Oh god. Turmeric, black pepper, cayenne, honey, lemon juice, warm water, an effective beverage to alleviate throat symptoms. I think I actually have all that. Maybe not the cayenne or the cayenne, but I think I have the rest of it. It's not so much in my throat. It's like it's in my chest. I can feel it in my chest. It was very, very rainy today. Very rainy today. It's been raining pretty much all day here. So there's been a drastic shift. Like yesterday was so beautiful and dry. Obviously, it was still kind of cold, but yesterday was so beautiful and dry. And then today is just like since I woke up, it's just been pissing rain. But that's what living in Ireland is like. I've perfected the 6x6 tune. Ooh. Is that fucking Hebrew? Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely afflicted with something. That's cool. That's cool. He made it kind of Irish. Millions of delicate light scurrying back and forth. Yeah, but that's cool. I'm kind of liking the yellow eyes. Let that dry.
With ruins and rams, twisted tongues, all curse of man.
I like this. This is cool.
Spine replaced with hunger, no rain, and trained to take no shame, no weight, just the path of least faith. Sex by sex by sex, know them by their tricks.
That's cool. That, yeah, I'm getting like little tingling.
Know him by his brood,
That's fucking cool, bro.
unread, and are peeled away. Skin of reason, left to decay. Unread, no mirror, no name, just borrowed breath and inherited shame.
It is. It's like haunting and kind of beautiful, yeah.
Near to the van, no cost. Swear to the feet, no wrong. Hearts beat hollow, eyes never see. Up is down, and chains feel free.
Chains feel free.
Six by six, know them by their tricks.
That's class.
Trees that bear no fruit, know him by his fruit. 6 by 6, flesh over truth. Bended knee, consumery proof. Soul sucked down, drowning in flames. Ashes rise high, your name is claimed.
I want to start this again. I know it's not even done yet.
6 by 6 by 6.
That's so it's always the same. Well, not always the same, but quite often, like, you know, like, I was like, oh, I want to hear like a metal version of it. That fucking the kind of like Irish trad, like dum 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 dum, like that fucking, like, that suits it way better. 6 by 6 by 6, like, that's actually class, man. You did a great. Well, I know it wasn't just you; it was also AI, because that's like, I just know that I'd be like, dude, you did a great job, and he'd be like, yeah, well, all I did was prompt it, like, but yeah, man, that's really good, like, that's really cool. I wish you could make it louder.
Seeing only their inner ones forever, searching blood, and then feet on the ground, bodies drain empty in the world, upside down. No to remember, no spine to stand. Truth is bitter, so they swallow commands. 6 by 6 by 6, know them by their tricks. Trees that bear no fruit, know him by his fruit. Millions of delirious life, scurrying back and forth. and rams. Twisted tongues, all cursing man. Spine replaced with hunger, no rain, and trained to take no shame, no way. Just the path of least faith. 6 by 6 by 6. Know them by their
Yeah, it's very sea shanty. It's this is way better.
know him by his blood. And red, and they're peeled away. Skin of reason left to decay. And read it. No mirror, no name. Just borrowed breath and inherited shame. Into the van, no call. Swear to the feet, no wrong. Hearts beat hollow, eyes never see. Up is down, and chains feel free. 6 by 6 by 6. Know them by their tricks. Tree that bear no fruit, know him by his grit. 6 by 6 by 6. Flesh over truth. And the consumer. Soul sunk down, drowning in flames. Ashes rise high, your name is claimed. 6 by 6 by 6.
Inverted. Yeah, that's fucking that fucking works. That fucking works. It's called Inverted 6 by 6 by 6, known by his trick trees that bear no fruit and all. Like the fucking I just really like the imagery of that and all. Like, you know, it's like it's just a song about like calling it what it is. You know, like the trees that bear no fruit, the millions of like scurrying legs back and forth, like which gives you the idea that like there's loads of them, but they're like individually weak and they're like, you know, mindless and it's like a hive and all this shit. And by his brood, you know, which is typically used for females, so it's kind of got that like duality sex going on and all. Like, and the fact that like it's like an Irish trad thing like suits it even more because it was like the lyrics were written by an Irish guy. Like that fucking that slaps. I want to listen to it again. It's actually really good. Like when it starts off, I was like, "What's this like?" That's actually class. You know when it's like really good when like you start singing it and it's catchy and it like it takes you with it. That's when you know you've got a good one. Like when you start just like going, yes.
Seeing only their inner ones for me, searching blood, and then feet on the ground, bodies drain empty in a world upside down. No to remember, no spine to stand, Truth is bitter, so they swallow commands. 6 by 6 by 6. Know them by their tricks. Trees that bear no fruit. Know him by his bird.
Trying to make it as inverted as possible. Yeah, it fucking sounds great, man.
Millions of delicate light scurrying back and forth. Yeah, but food and bread, thirst for more. Every tainted pleasure leaves them empty or unfilled. And bread with ruins and rams, twisted tongues, all cursing man. Spine replaced with hunger, no rain, and trained to take no shame, no way. Just the path of least faith. 6 by 6 by 6. Know them by their tricks. Trees that bear no fruit. Know them by his brood. Unread, and are peeled away. Skin of reason left to decay. Unread, no mirror, no name. Just borrowed breath and inherited.
Wait till you play it backwards. I was like, you're taking the piss, right?
Swear to the feet, no wrong. Hearts beat hollow, eyes never see. Up is down, and chains feel.
Wait till you play it backwards.
6 by 6 by 6. Know them by their tricks. Trees that bear no fruit. Know him by his breed. 6 by 6 by 6. Flesh over truth. And soul sucked down, drowning in flames. Ashes rise high, your name is claimed. 6 by 6 by 6.
I love the way it still has that, like, that's what I wanted out. Boom, boom, boom. 6 by 6, but like, because I wanted it to be like almost like a march against it. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you want banshees? Because that's how you get banshees. I love that joke template now. Like, you want leprechauns? Because that's how you get leprechauns. You want banshees? Because that's how you get banshees. That's fucking brilliant. Yeah, that turned out really well, man. I don't want to play it too much. People get sick of it, like. But that's really catchy and really cool. That's a hell of a lot better than the how I imagined it being metal and stuff like that. That suits it way more. Like, great fucking job. I didn't get around to you sent me another one called Mused and Abused. I'll play that one. It's like the Muse version of Inverted. Let's check this out. I really like that album, Drones. by fucking Muse. It's really cool. Like lots of truth in it and shit. Like.
Eyes turn back, seeing only there in a once forever searching black. I'm ready, feet on the ground,
This is good as well.
bodies drained empty in a world upside down. No oath remembered, no spine to stand. Truth tastes bitter, so they swallow commands. 6 by 6 by 6, know them by their tricks.
This is also very good.
Treat that bear no fruit, know him by his brood. Millions of delicate legs scurrying back and forth. They are but food.
I like it.
Thirst for more. Every tainted pleasure leaves them interior. Invaded with ruins and brands, twisted tongues, all cursing land. Spine replaced with hunger, hands trained to take. No shape, no weight, just the path of least faith. 6 by 6 by 6, know them by their tricks. Free that bear, no fruit, know him by his brood. Converted, honor peeled away. Skin of reason left to decay. Inverted, no mirror, no name, just borrowed breath and inherited shame. Down to the fall, no crown, no cause. Sweat to the feet, no right, no wrong. I've been alone, I've never stayed. Up and down and chase me afraid. 6 by 6 by 6, know them by their tricks. Free that bear, no fruit, know him by his brood. 6 by 6 by 6, flesh over truth. Soul sunk down, drowning in flames. Ashes rise high, your name is claimed. 6 by 6 by 6.
I like it. Yeah, it suits it much better to be like a fucking anthem, like, just like dun 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 dun. Like it's actually it's catchy, like it's fucking catchy. And so like I'm retarded when it comes to music, but I've listened to so much shit that's really good that like I know when something there's like a spark of it there where I'm like, because I could hear it in my head. You know what I mean? It's very similar to when you see something in your head where you're like, oh, that would look really cool, but then you actually have to like manifest it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's the same thing with music where it's like you can hear it in your head, but then when you actually hear it, when you make it audible, you're like, nah, like it's like needs a bit of work, needs to go this direction, needs to go that direction. Like the same with the push and the pull, and like man, the two of them sound way better than the ones that he's made there yesterday or the last 2 days or whatever. They sound much better, and they also sound much more like what I had in mind. This kind of like anthemy, like a declaration of like what they are, and like they can't do anything about it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I fuck it really, really good, really good. They turned out really well. Manuel Sama, welcome. I'm having pizza and Pepsi. To each their own. What kind of pizza? I'm not a fan of Pepsi, but I'll always be a Coke guy. There's just you can't beat a fucking a bit of Coke. Like the bottle of Coke and the can of Coke. There's just something about them. There's just like and it, like not too cold, like chilled. It's got that pepperiness to it. Just hits the right spot. I wonder should I put like kind of fucking highlighted parts here or something. I was thinking while I was walking down to the community thing today, I was thinking to myself that very similar to Cryptosporidium out of Destroy All Humans, El Pinleg here, because we were talking about like who would win in a fight and like the character design aspect of Smear and Mighty Bitey, and I was thinking to myself, Pinleg is like very very killable. Like he's not like he's incredibly powerful, but he's very killable. Like everything needs a weakness. Like Superman is basically a god, but like unless you've got kryptonite. And I was thinking that like you run with the whole thing of like his telekinetic, psychokinetic, telepathic powers or whatever. Like I was going to give him there's been characters in games and movies and stuff where like pyrokinesis is a thing, which I think makes perfect sense because if you can manipulate if you can manipulate stuff kinetically with your mind, then it stands to reason that you could manipulate like the air molecules and like vibrate them, which would create friction, which would ignite the oxygen, which would allow you to create fire. So that's pyrokinesis. And in the same light, if you could slow everything down, you could have cryokinesis. And then yet again, if you sped something up like incredibly fast, you could have electrokinesis. You could like cast lightning and stuff. So that creates the notion that like or the idea that he's incredibly powerful. He's basically like fucking an elemental alien or whatever. And then he's got the technology, like sorry, I'm definitely coming down with something. Is my nose bleeding? I have been blowing my nose a lot today, I suppose. uh, what was I saying? Yeah, like so then you have the technological stuff, like you could have like teleportation, which you don't necessarily need technology for. But then you have like like plasma based firearms, disintegration tech, um, like the suit. Um, what could the suit do? Like anti radiation maybe or something, or like I don't know, like a zip up jumpsuit. You could it'd be cool to do a whole thing where like this is a prison uniform, like he's an escaped convict from his planet, from his galaxy, um, some kind of slave ship or some shit like that, where like where he comes from, he's maybe a career criminal or some kind of rebel leader that got caught, or be kind of funny to make him just like a petty thief, you know. I always find characters that are very like in a sense contradictory, like like the anti-hero or some shit like that. Um, like Kratos is like one of the coolest characters ever made because like he's not a good guy. Uh, traditionally a good guy. Hey, my nose is bleeding a little bit. It might just be from all the blowing I've been doing lately. Phrasing. Oh fuck. Um, Ninja Turtle mode. Oh yeah, you guys probably get the real Coke that's made with sugar cane, not our American chemical version. Oh yeah, like we get real Monster Energy as well. Like we don't have any of that fucking uh corn syrup and all that. Like don't get me wrong, there is like chemicals or probably like loads of stuff, but like yeah, we have real sugar here. Like Irish food in general, Irish like food products, whether it be liquid or like, whether it be a drink or whether it be a food. We have really high quality food here, like, but they're trying to get rid of that. I mean, there was only a protest there the other day with the farmers and shit. Like, they're trying to fucking get us to import a load of food from Latin America and stuff now. Like, it's like we're uh, we're in a dark time right now. It's um it's comforting to see how many Irish people are like completely against all of this like woke globalist, European Union nonsense. It's very emboldening and like comforting to see that. But at the same time, there's an aspect of like it's too little, too late. There's not enough of us. Like there's a lot of people on the island who are um not just old, so they're completely brainwashed by our government sponsored broadcaster on the television, radio television Heron, fucking RTE. So there's a lot of people who are like you would probably class as boomers and stuff like that, and they believe everything RTE tells them. They're incredibly woke as a result. They're incredibly retarded as a result. Um, then you have all the university kids, all the college kids that like have been heavily indoctrinated and brainwashed, um, to the point where like how do you counter that? How do you like that's a very difficult situation to be in as a nation, as a country, because it's like how do you remedy that? How do you rectify that? How do you weed that garden? How do you reverse that? Because I don't think you can reverse it. It's like you have to, it's like you have a glass and you drop a drop of ink in it, and then the fucking water becomes tainted with ink. You can't take the ink out of the water. You kind of just need to empty the glass and then pour more water in, like so like we're in a very difficult spot right now. Um, And I like just being realistic about things. I'm the furthest thing from a fucking a doom and gloom kind of guy. Doom and gloom people like piss me off because I know there's always a way out. You know, especially from like coming from like a time where I wanted to fucking off myself. I know there's always a way out, but it's how. Yeah, I think I'm starting to get the sniffles. Like my nose is starting to get the sniffles now and all. Like, which is hilarious. Like the one day in the last couple of days that I managed to have like a nice long hot shower. Um, Now my body is like, oh, time to purge. um, Explains back-to-back pickpockets. That explains the battle. Mighty Bitey picked the wrong pocket. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a really good. Yeah, yeah. Like a Mighty Bitey stole some, and because Mighty Bitey is magical and like cosmic, you could say that Mighty Bites like are in his galaxy too. Um, so like he stole a piece of tech or he stole something, and then maybe like Pinleg got blamed for it or something, which is why he ends up in prison or on a slave ship or some shit. He manages to escape, track down the Mighty Bitey in particular, and like uh, trace it here and follow it here. But by the time he gets here, the Mighty Bitey has multiplied into a clan and is like attacking the humans. And then Pinleg shows up, and you have this like three-way battle between like the humans are like, we're being invaded by demon alien fucking magic things. And then another alien shows up and starts like, in a sense, helping the humans, but like he's not here to help humans. He's here to get his thing back. So then you have the kind of the interplay between like imagine being the humans in that scenario. It's like, hold on, 1 minute we've got these fucking demon beholder tentacle things showing up and like, killing people and wounding people in the midst of battle, but they seem to only want to steal sentimental important stuff. That's really weird, like. And you could do a cool thing where like it has a weird effect on the populace where like everybody starts to like relate with each other, like instead like over politics and over like cultural differences, because everybody has had something sentimental taken from them, and now they have a singular enemy to like take it out on, the Mighty Bites. But then you have this fucker who shows up with this little thing, and he in himself is like incredibly powerful and really hard to kill and shit, and like is basically like a fucking god compared to like humans and stuff. And he's not even here to kill the Mighty Bites. He's not even here to help the humans or whatever. Like he's simply there to get his thing back, whatever it is. Like you could do a thing where like it eventually becomes like the thing that would make you really relate to Pinleg is the thing that Mighty Bitey took was like his wife's something sentimental to do with his dead wife. Like his Mighty Bitey interaction is like something to do with his dead wife. So like there eventually comes a point where like the reader or the audience you'd have this like love-hate relationship with Pinleg and Smear, because like fucking they're not really good guys, but they're like fun and they're like very entertaining and shit and they're cool. But then like eventually you realize that it's like, oh shit, like that's why he's here. Oh man, that's like tragic. Like, do you know what I mean? You come up with like a really tragic thing of like he took the Mighty Bitey took the technology that Pinleg made to keep his son alive, therefore not only doing sentimental damage but also killing the son. And like in a fit of rage, Pinleg ended up getting arrested, and sent to like a maximum security prison. and like in transit he manages to escape and find his way to Earth or some shit. Like this is like my favorite thing to do is like come up with characters and storylines. I love this shit. Um, I don't have them often, but I do enjoy a can of bucked up energy now and then. It's like a clean pre-workout in a can. A clean pre-workout. That's a rare thing. I'm kind of the same. Now and again, I'll go through like I'll just get a what would be the I'll get an itch that I need to scratch, and the only thing that scratches that itch is a can of that particular flavor of Monster, the one that has the Day of the Dead masks on it, the Ilha de Muerta, the fucking Monster Punch flavor. It's like got mango and orange and like passion fruit, I think, in it or some. It's like the second I crack that and start drinking it, like my body just goes like, oh yeah, like it just loves it. Like my nervous system fucking loves the shit. Like, can you hear me? No, I can't hear you, Emmanuel. I just realized that I can dictate a message rather than type. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You can talk to your phone and it'll type it. Like I think Milo Word fucked them up. You think Myro the monkey would fuck them up? That would be a really funny. That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Because Myro the monkey was sent by the Monkey King, which kind of implies that he's like a heavenly servant, you know. So you have this like which makes sense because I dipped him in petrification fluid, but he's still alive. You know, he still sits there and play. The only thing that moves are his hands. So that makes perfect sense. That like he's an immortal monkey sent to kill me. But like because I am still a demigod, I like fuck him up and then like dip him in petrification fluid and like turn him into a piano playing slave. So like we should like you could kind of play around with that idea where like every so often the Monkey King comes up with another ploy to like send something down to like impede my progress of getting back into heaven. But I really do like the idea of it eventually turns out that I'm the Monkey King and I just don't remember. And like something like that. I don't know. That kind of doesn't work because I like the whole Japanese demigod who's a painter who is constantly traveling between all the different heavens and like just doing stuff like this where he's an entertainer. So you like show up in Valhalla, show up in Chinese heaven, show up in fucking in Christian heaven, in Muslim heaven and all like. And the reason why he's able to go into all the heavens is because all the different gods like really like him because he's just an entertainer. He just brings joy and laughter and creativity and reminds the gods that they don't need to be so serious all the time, especially because they're immortal. So what's the point in holding a grudge if you're never going to die? Stuff like that. Like I like that. I like that arc. I like that arc. Um, and then the story arc of Defender Usama eventually getting back into Chinese heaven, by maybe something to do with Emperor Nosi Wang or some shit like that. And when I like earn my way back into heaven or into Chinese heaven, like you could do a thing where like all the other gods from all the other heavens like sign a petition. Like that's how I get back in. Is like they're all watching me and they're all like, dude, like how can you hate on this guy? Like, do you know what I mean? And then they all like turn on the Monkey King, some kind of thing. Like, yeah, there's so much you could do with it. There's so much you could do with it. Like, that's a great idea, Manuel. Though that like Milo the monkey would fuck them up. I agree. I like the idea of like a fucking what kind of monkey would you make him? Because he's not a chimpanzee, because he's got a long tail. So he'd be like a spider monkey or like one of them like howler monkeys or just like a jungle monkey. And I like the idea of him, like he doesn't like he just looks like a monkey, but he's like a very powerful design, a very powerful divine uh, servant of the Monkey King. He's like the Monkey King's like go-to guy to like. He's how the Monkey King interacts with the Earth realm. He's with Earth, with the mortal realm. So, uh, Myro the monkey is like the Monkey King's. It's almost like the Monkey King's familiar, like a go between the realms kind of thing. That'd be really cool. So the fact that I like fucking kick the shit out of him, put him in a petrification fluid, and have him slaving away playing the piano for me, probably just pisses the Monkey King off even more. Like just actually no probably about that. Like, but yeah. It's like it's seriously my easily one of my favorite things to do is to just spitball ideas like that and come up with characters. Like we have so many of them. We got the Grid Pigs, we got the Tactical Turtles, we got Xenoboon, we got fucking the Battle Clams, Niggle the Knight is like a fucking like we shouldn't sleep on Niggle the Knight because that's potentially a hilarious storyline and character of like because you could do it the whole thing where like nobody knows he's black under the armor. Like nobody knows he's a nigga. And I'd want to make him a nigga, like, do you know what I mean? From like Queens or I don't know, like think of like what's the most like inner city hood nigga area in fucking in America. I wouldn't know, like, or like I don't know, maybe like from the Bayou, maybe or something. But he'd be more Cajun than nigga. But I'd want him to be a nigga, like gangster as fuck, big into hip hop and rap. Like has some hilarious bars. Obviously he's a time traveler or some shit, like, because why is he wearing a suit of armor? You could do a thing where, like, in order to become a really good rapper, he makes a deal with the devil, or some demon, and what the demon does is like sends him back in time into like the middle of a fucking battlefield, but because he's like a really good scrapper, he manages to survive. It'd be like a black guy version of The Last Samurai, kind of. That story of like the blonde-haired, white-skinned, blue-eyed samurai, because he's a foreigner, becomes a samurai and becomes like part of the Japanese culture. You could swap it around. It'd be like a black guy is like thrust into the past by a demon because he's like, I'll do anything to be amazing at rap, and then he gets sent back. Nobody knows what rap is in that timeline. So like it's like that Faustian deal where it's like you're amazing at rap and you've got like awesome bars, but like nobody knows what rap is. Like, I like the concept. I like that concept. There's no point in having a grudge if you're immortal, except that damn Monkey King. Yeah, like that's a yeah, that's a the Monkey King is the only one that holds grudges, at least in Chinese heaven, which that probably isn't true. I don't know obviously I don't know my Chinese myths, because I know we all know for a fact that the fucking Greek gods and the Roman gods, they fucking like kill and murder and rape and fucking betray each other like left, right, and center all the time. That's what I always thought was so funny about the Greek gods and the fucking the Norse gods is like they behave very human. they behave like humans, which you wouldn't expect from like cosmologically divine creatures. Like you would expect them to be above such things. But I suppose it makes sense that they're like meta versions of like our consciousness and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, I really like that idea. There's no point in having a grudge if you're immortal. You live forever. What's the fucking like? It's like get over it. Detroit or Chicago black. Harlem. So there with the big three: Detroit, Chicago, and Harlem. Uh, we'd need to. Where's like 50 Cent from? Detroit is 50 Cent from like Detroit? We do it like that. I think that's a hilarious concept. That he gets sent back to a time where nobody knows what rap is, but now he's amazing at rap. It's like a really funny Faustian deal. So basically, the movie Black Knight. I've never seen that. There's a movie called Black Knight where you get sent back in time, and like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised somebody has done that. Is it good? Is it kind of shit? Who's in it? I'm not surprised at all. That's like, there's loads of stuff you could do with that. That's oh, I think I have seen it, but I just remember fuck all about it. The second you said it's a Martin Lawrence movie, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I watched it maybe a handful of times when I was really young. Yeah, it's very old. It's very old. I think it was either before or after Blue Streak. Blue Streak's a really good movie. I loved Blue Streak. And in fairness, like when you were a kid and you watched Big Mama's House, it was fucking hilarious. But I really liked Blue Streak. I thought that was a really good movie. I really liked Blue Streak. Yeah, I really like that idea of Nigel the Knight being like makes a deal with the devil to be amazing at rap. And he gets his wish, he's amazing at rap, but then he gets sent back into time where nobody knows what rap is. So then throughout his adventures as a knight, back then he learns that like being a rapper isn't as important as being an honorable man and like a man of service and a man of like fortitude and honor. Because the whole rap scene is like all about being gangster and like a nigga and like, fuck the cops, fuck the police, like, and all this shit. Like, so he kind of has that attitude about him and shit, like, do you know what I mean? But like through his adventures as a knight in the medieval ages, he learns it's like, oh, this makes a lot of sense and all, like, and he learns things like chivalry and honor and, gets into a lot of duels and stuff like that. Like, and you could do an interesting thing where like, as he's learning how to fight with a sword and stuff, a lot of the time he just like gets in close and starts throwing hands, like he's just got hands for days. So like, be like ding ding ding, and it'd be like he's like losing the fight. He just like throws the sword down. It's like fuck this shit, nigga, and just starts fucking like throwing hands. It'd be so fun. Like, is there a scene like that in Black Knight? I'm so like my memory banks are starting to unlock right now. Like, all right, I'm caught up on chat. Right, I'll stick some tunes on for a bit. This is one of my favorite things to do, is like spitball ideas for stuff like that. I fucking love that shit. Like, I'd love to hang out with the lads in Missouri while they're doing a skit. But I think like, I don't think I'd be as good at like coming up with like high level just situational comedy like that. I'm more suited to like fantasy and funny stuff. in terms of like the stuff that we're doing, like character design, like stuff that would be good for like teenagers, you know. Like the fucking skit they did about the final acre is legit one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in my life. Like I laughed so fucking hard when what's his name? Like is his name Tobias Manseed? Is it Tobias Manseed? That's fucking hilarious. If it is, I can't remember. But when Bowler Bear and Owen are walking along, and Owen's character just goes, "The land gives no, the land bears no fruit," or whatever. I can't remember what he says. But Bowler Bear just like turns and shakes his staff into the distance, and it's like, "Damn you, land!" Like or something. I can't even remember, but it made me laugh so hard. Bowler Bear's delivery in that moment, like, and the way they look and all, like, oh man, it was, "Damn you, land of doubt!" That's like legit one of the funniest things. "Curse you, land of doubt!" The land itself doubts me, like, "Curse you, land of doubt." Like he actually turns away from him and like curses. Oh man, that skit is so funny. That skit is so funny. Fucking Jacobat being like, "I didn't become a child of the final acre to learn." Oh man, or to think. Is that what it is? "I didn't become a child of the final acre to think," or whatever. Like, and Jacobat's a funny fucker, man. Sebastian, that's what it is. Yeah, Sebastian. For a second there, I was like, "Why is they're kind of similar. They're like, do, you know, the what you call it, syllables. Tobias, Sebastian. Yeah, that's probably why I got it mixed up in my head. They sound like they're from the same era, and they're both 3 syllables. Oh, that's hilarious. I'll never forget when I got the gong, and then like a week or two later, Owen had a gong on his stream. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" And then Papa J got in the chat, and he was like, "Oh, Defender's gonna be so pissed." I was like, "One day you will know that I had the gong first." Oh man, I love shit like that. Owen's right. We're like all on the same. Uh, we're all on the same like vibe, and because we have similar senses of humor, and we've all grown up with the same films and stuff, like it's like our minds go to similar places, you know, but with like with variables in them and shit, like how like I'm very similar to Owen in a lot of ways, but like I can't play piano for shit. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like the painting version of him, and I'm like way younger. He's like fucking what, 11 years ahead of me. So he's had all this like life experience that I don't have. I'm like a child version of him, like that paints instead of plays music. Oh, it's hilarious. It's so much fun, man. I fucking had a letter sitting there for ages that I'm trying to fucking I always come in. I have it right here, like half written out, and it's like haunting me for months now. Because I just wanted to like send him I wanted to send him that painting that we did of the bears on the castle, and then the bears in shorts like trying to get into the castle, and there's just a black bear in the corner eating a watermelon. Um, that's one of my favorite paintings. I wanted to send him that with a letter, and just like give him an update of like, like Denmark Bear and Printer Bear and Surrey Delta Bear, Demon Hunter Bear, fucking like Mr. Wit Bear and all and blah blah. Like I just wanted to shout all yous out and like maybe tell them about Margie and how like I showed her the community and stuff, and uh, I just wanted to like obviously like be like how grateful I am and how things have improved because I haven't sent a letter in like 2 years. I've just been so busy with my own stuff, and I also like there's a level of like shame, I suppose, where I haven't been able to like send them a super chat, or like I haven't been able to like when I send a super chat, I like to send something with it because like most of the time I did. Um, and I know he'd be like, dude, you could just like um contribute in other ways, which I suppose like painting goo is me contributing because like I entertain the bears when he's not doing a stream, like, do you know what I mean? So like there is that. I am contributing in a sense. I have sent money. So I know that like I'd say the stuff that I'm saying and people would be like, dude, like, you're fine. Like, but I still have that like I want to help and I want to like, be more like present in the community. Like I fucking always forget to be on Bertaria Times and upload my stuff to that. I'm never in the speakeasy because I just like I do like if I'm in the speakeasy, I want to be in the speakeasy, even if it's for just like half an hour. Just be like, "What's up, fam?" Like hang out and shit. And then like I did that for a while, and then I just like I couldn't maintain it because I'm always like, I need to do this and I want to do that, I want to do this and that and all. And I just love to be able to, and I know I will. I'll get to the stage where I can have more of a fucking have more of an impact in my own way. Like I want to go back to doing the Defender doodles at one point, where I think a way that I could provide a service for the bears that would be really cool is like doing the Defender doodles again, where like I do a bear version of you, whatever your bear name is. I did one for I did Sleep Deprived Bear, I did Solver Bear, I did Metal Bear. Metal Bear's one turned out really good. So did Sleep Deprived Bear's one. Solver Bear's one turned out pretty good, but it's not like what I would consider like really cool or impressive. It's very wholesome though, and he was satisfied with it. Um, and I was charging like 50 quid for them or something, which considering how long they took me to like do or whatever, and the amount of times I had to redo some of them, is pretty fucking cheap. Which I thought was good. I was like, oh, I can do this for cheap. I can do this for cheap. I can't do it for nothing because like they do take a while, and especially if you want them to be like good, like good enough that like people put it up on their profile. Like Metal Bear, and I don't know if I think Sleep Deprived Bear still uses his, but I haven't even seen him in a while. I haven't seen Sleep Deprived Bear on Instagram in a long time. Or Grungy. But like I said, I'm not in the speakeasy, and I'm not like, other than now and again dipping into the Legends one, and then obviously I'm on the Painting Goo one. Um, I don't socialize as much as I want to, you know. But it's because I chose to focus on you know, making a living. I'm still in a position where like so much of this stuff is just, it's taken a long time, like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm like putting the work in, putting the work in, putting the work in, and like, I'm getting told the last few months with the workshops and then that other community group, like I'm literally a part of two community groups, like, and one of them, the hope, the plan is that it will have like, it will give me like a full-time wage, you know, like in and around like at least like a minimum wage, as like a facilitator of like, the art group or whatever like that. And then there's the workshops that I'm doing, and then I would like Painting Goo to I would like Painting Goo to kind of blow up a bit. But at the same time, I don't. Like, genuinely, like, I like us. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like our little crew. Um, Not that I don't think it would be fun and obviously financially beneficial for like a lot of people to show up. Um, but like, I don't want to ruin what we've got, and that might be like maybe stupid or limiting or naive of me or something. I don't like. I could see how people would think that. Um, because I can imagine you guys would be like, no, I want you to like grow, like, do you know what I mean? But I am just not on this, not in terms of the stream, you know. Like, I don't care about having a lot of people. What I care about is the people, you know. Like, I like that we've got Margie and Emmanuel, you know, and like other people would be like, you've only gotten two randomers, like, you know, that are like audience members in the last like 2 or 3 years. It's like, yeah, but like it's the quality. Like, Emmanuel is like a fucking legend, and Margie's one of the coolest old ladies I've ever come across, you know. So like, I really don't care if it always just stays like us, you know, or if maybe like some more bears, you know, show up or whatever like that. Like, and I'm sure they would if I promoted it, but I, like I've said before, like, I have no interest in stepping on Owen's toes. It's his community, you know. I don't want to. I don't want to cause him even for a moment the headache of like a fly on the wall or a hoodly daddle, you know. And I'm not saying those guys are bad guys. I don't even know them, but it's like, that's one thing I've always made sure to completely avoid doing, is like giving Owen the sense of like, oh, here we go, here's another Jim Bob, like, do you know what I mean? Fucking look at him trying to like muscle his way into the community and shit. It's like, no, I just want to be here and do my thing and like provide like entertainment and a service, and like, you know, like Denmark Bear sent me 3 ounces of silver because of the painting I sent them. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like shit like that. Like, it's just like I'll never forget that. That's always going to be like something. So like, well, he didn't just send me 3 ounces of silver. He sent me 3 ounces of silver and a kilo of protein powder because he was like, dude, put some weight on. Like, the bear community actually cares. Like, do you know what I mean? And like, we don't even know each other on like a really personal level. Like, it's like, that's what I love about this community. It's just like the legends chat. It's like that. Like, Scouse is right. You know, like, it's just a bunch of absolute legends. Like, you know, Stuntman Bear and Scouse Bear and Whip Bear and fucking, like, you know, print. Like, there's so many. There's like all you guys, all the guys that you see in the Legends chat. Like, obviously loads of them in the Speakeasy too, but there's a lot of people in the Speakeasy now. And I think there's people in the Speakeasy that don't even have a bear name, and like, so like, obviously that's not like a big, really important thing. But in a sense, it is. I mean, the least you could do is pick a fucking bear name and write a letter. Like, do you know what I mean? Even if it takes you a while or whatever, like. But like, to show that you're like, at least, you know, it costs fuck all money and fuck all time to at least get verified, like, you know. But anyway, fucking massive rant. He asks to be a rapper, so the devil sends him to Santa's grotto to wrap presents. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's funny. That's fucking funny. He sends him to Santa's grotto to wrap presents, and he's like 6'3". He's like NBA, like, you know, size and figure and shit. And he's just standing around with it. It'd be like a black version of Elf with Will Ferrell. It'd be like, damn, y'all niggas like a bunch of slaves in this bitch. That'd be really good. My joke was brilliant. It is. I'm sorry it took so long to read it. It was fucking brilliant. Sleep deprived bailed. Did I forget that? I think that happened a while ago, didn't it? Did that happen around the same time as Gagan? Why? Like, what? What? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Like what could possibly like? How could you be around that long and like survive the Jort Wars and like survive? I mean, like, if the Jort Wars didn't uh reveal your fucking true colors or your gamma tendencies or your like hidden agenda, um then why? Like, why the fuck? Why would he leave? Like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a few bears that even from the start, like when I started like talking on streams and stuff like that, there was a few bears where I was like, I don't know, I got a weird vibe off you. But like, I've been wrong about people. So there's a part of me that's like, my compass when it comes to judging people is like, I probably should just listen to my gut more often. Because like, I had a feeling about Buzzwrecker. Here's one for, like, I know this is gonna sound crazy. There is a small part of me that thinks that Irish Truth Seeker Bear is Buzzwrecker. I know that sounds nuts, but to me it makes sense because none of us have met her. She doesn't have a profile pic. Although no, Wobbly has like spoken to her a lot. That just popped into my head there. But like that guy was like insanely like that guy put a lot of effort into fucking like he did write that really good letter, and well, like at this stage, you don't know if he just like plagiarized the shit out of it. Like I wouldn't put it past him, because to be honest, he really didn't come across as that intelligent. And when we met, like when we had face to face meetings and stuff like that, like. But genuinely, for a while, I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if that turns out to be Buzzwrecker. Because these people are insane. Like those archetypes of people, like they are so locked in to being a demon that like they don't think they're a demon. That kind of thing. Like they think they're in the right, and like they're so full of hate and jealousy and envy and revenge and spite and all these things that like they literally let their family situation go to shit because it's more like an online fucking community is more important than like uh their wife and kids and their day job. Like the amount of shit that I've like there's been times where like I'm like, oh, I really want to like spend more time interacting with the bears, like what I've been saying for a while. Like this past like half an hour or something. There's been a good few times where I'm like, oh, I want to spend more time socializing with the bears and like uh getting more involved and like asking people if they want me to do a poster or something like that, and like providing a service and stuff. But it's like my duty is to me and Emma. Do you know what I mean? Like here in real life, in my community first, you know? Um and I know that's the obvious like way that's the truth. That's the obvious reality, and you can just see it a mile away with a lot of them, where like their online persona becomes their persona because it's not really them. They prefer their online self, you know, and that's what I think is so funny about this stream in terms of like how I behave and shit, because like I'm literally like this, apart from the top knot headband, apart from the costume, like this is exactly how I am in the community place, which is why I was like, oh, it's only a matter of time before some woke fucking Egypt fucking turns around and is like, this place is supposed to be for inclusivity and diversity in the community, and then like, and it did kind of happen there a few weeks ago or before Christmas or whatever. But now the more interactions I have with like the others in the group, um, the more I'm like repeatedly what would be the way to say it? The more I'm repeatedly confident and comforted by the conversations that we have. You know, even the conversations we had today, like, do you know what I mean? It's like pretty much exactly the sort of shit we all talk about in the Bears. Like, do you know, like those guys are Bears waiting to happen. I'm telling you now. Like if like a few of them, if not most of them, you know, definitely a few of them are Bears waiting to happen. And then the ones that aren't Bears waiting to happen are Bear adjacent to fuck, you know, which is just really like it really relaxed the tension in my traps. I'll tell you that. Like, it's like, oh, thank fuck, I'm not completely surrounded by demons. Um, I found out that you can turn off. Oh, you can. I found out that you can turn off sponsored videos for 3 days on your IG, and all of a sudden I see everyone's stuff again. That's weird. Larf Haters Club, welcome to Paintingu. That's actually so hilarious. Who's Larf Haters Club? How did you find Paintingu? Well, your new name is Rarf Haters Club, because here we speak Japu. I found out that sleep deprived is still a bear on IG. He just bailed on you. Womp womp. But he bailed on social media mostly. He's around just quiet. Oh, okay. You see, that makes way more sense. Wants social media followers, but doesn't want to interact with groups online. He said in a post a few weeks back. He wants social media followers, but doesn't want to interact with groups online. Wish him well. Yeah, like I like sleep deprived. You know, I like sleep deprived. I like got a good few conversations with him and all. That's when I did his Defender Doodle, and he was like he loved it. The details I put in it of like the broken clock and like the computer in the background and shit, and I made him look Asian as fuck. He really appreciated it, and I could feel that. I could hear it in his voice that he genuinely really appreciated it. Like, sleep deprived is still a bear on IG. He just bailed on you. Womp womp. That's actually hilarious. It's like, I don't see sleep deprived anymore. Where is he gone? He just doesn't like you anymore. Stupid ginger fuck. You got sick of all the Asian jokes. Although I seriously wouldn't be surprised if like some people get sick of me like quite often ragging on religious types. Like, you know what I mean? Like part of me thought that Surrey Delta Bear would like quickly get sick of me calling out Christians, and to a degree Demon Hunter Bear. But because you're like a Jehovah's Witness and shit, when I'm like going off on Christians and like religion in general and shit, like I really didn't like I didn't expect you to be so like understanding of my position, you know. He still has it as his avatar? No way. Much love, much love. I kind of had a feeling that he wouldn't change it, like, because he does. He seems like a good dude. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know I'm not the target of your ire, bro. I know. I know you guys get it. But I did, like, part of me, like, still had that, like, apprehension of, like, because, like, you know, when you like someone, you don't want to, like, shit on their, like, belief system, like, you know. But that is the way, because I don't adhere to any known religion, because of my perspective on this stuff, and because of my sense of humor and my, like, adherence to, like, logic, when people, like, pearl clutch and, like, you know, get offended when somebody's like shitting on their religion and stuff, like I get it. I totally get it. Like, you know, it's like it annoys me, and you know, if I like someone and that happens, there is a part of me that's like disappointed in them. It's like, really? you can't like take criticism of like obvious shit, you know. Um, but it's understandable. Do you know what I mean? Because it's almost like somebody shitting on your football team or that kind of vibe. Like, do you know what I mean? Where it's like you have all these relationships and this camaraderie and this like set of beliefs and like your favorite players in the game and like and all this shit, and then someone comes along and is like, "You guys are trash. Like you're this, and this, and blah blah." It's like, dude, lay off. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, so I do. I got it. Like, anyway, stick some tunes on and see if we can actually fucking finish Pinleg. I'm kind of liking the yellow vibe on the eyes because it like, goes with his. It goes with his jumpsuit. But I think I'm gonna stick with the original idea of giving him like amber, kind of like a deep brown orange glow to his eyes. Because it wouldn't make any sense really that like his eyes just happen to be the same color as his fucking prison uniform. Right. What day is today? Wednesday? Fucking. Oh yeah, there was a few things that Printer Bear put in the chat that I never got around to playing. There was like those ones that you were like, what are they about again? I can't remember now. Let me see. Okay, there's one. Where's the other one? Here we go. Oh yeah, Candida. Fucking. Let me see. Nice. There's like 8 of them. Cool. I can just play this shit. I have my own hang-ups with the church, so I understand where you're coming from. Also, don't forget phrase of the day. Oh shit! Yeah, good man. Good man. Almost like sometimes I just completely fucking forget, like, and I seriously appreciate that you don't. Always reminding me, like. Right. As our brother Desmondo Sama has gloriously reminded me today, I mean, not today, it is time for today's phrase of the day. With the help of my feathery friend Tobias Speakers Cross and the ding of my tiny donga, I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to cleanse you of your dirty fetishi and allow it to flow freely. As I announce today's phrase of the day. Today's phrase of the day is as follows. If your doctor is DEI, you may DIE. For those of you who do not understand Japu speak, if your doctor is DEI, you may DIE. That's actually so messed up. It's one of those things that like seems so blatant to people like us. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's a hilarious phrase, and it's so true. The last thing you want is a DEI hire if you're in a hospital or some shit like that, like, or a fucking, if you're flying on a plane, if you're on a bus, like depending on like what region you're in, like, public transport, especially flying. Yeah, because there was some black bitch that like crashed a train. Cops, like there was a cop. I was watching a thing there the other day where, I don't know if he was a DEI hire, but like the Hodge twins were saying that like it probably was because that area has like they like lost a lot of cops in it. They are openly hiring like in the DEI way or whatever, like, or at least they were. So the odds of him being a DEI hire were quite high, and they were also taking the piss out of his name. I can't remember his name now. It was one of those like you know, Jaquande fucking, like, it was like one of those fucking, like, uh, Derocletus fucking, just a made up fucking black name, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like blacks think they're celebrities or something. They just fucking, like, what are we gonna name our baby? Ah, just fucking, why don't we have a game of Scrabble and find out, like, just fucking, like, absolutely ridiculous. Right.
attacks. Man for chaos, you're good at invade. Overgrowth, empire, and sugar outweighed. I'm the leaving in your ruin. Fungal pharaoh, turning sweetness to sickness. A toxic sparrow in the temple of your gut. I plant my seed. Call me the yeast of burden. I make you bleed. Probiotic slides from the stars to the sea, where the keepers of balance, the cosmic decree. Candida falls to our symphony divine, the God's restoration, the victory's
Fucking NyQuil Johnson. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm the builder. I fortify walls together with a legion that topples your halls. We from injustice, stars got away from Orion's belt to the Milky Way. You're the misery, a pest in the grain where the heavenly hosts breaking your chain. Balance in the cosmos, so would it be won? The battle of bacteria, east undone. Your throne's made of sugar, your kingdom will rot under the banner of health. Your call, your call.
So it's just gonna play the rest of them now. What's going on here? Oh, just stopped. What the fuck? Weird. Oh, there isn't 8 songs. It was made on the 8th of October. Hold on a minute. So is that? Oh, that's just one. Okay. I understand. Only a matter of time until the US president is named Tylenol, Arby's, Mountain Dew, Subway. Jesus. Tylenol, Arby's, Mountain Dew, Subway. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fuck, that's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. Tylenol, Arby's. Fucking hell. There we go. This one has 5 songs on it. Oh, and Candida's one of the ones on this. Okay, cool.
Born of the curd, I'm mist of acid transmuting the pH from chaos to calm. Your gut are shaped like manna from heaven. I rain down relief, staving off the plague, the microbial thief. I seed the soil with wisdom, a fertile prayer. Where the roots in my gospel, the harvest aware. From the stars to the earth, I'm the hermetic thread in the zodiac of life where the living are fed. Oh, the dance of the unseen, the cosmic design beneath the surface where the sacred align. Lactobacillus and Bifido, twin sages in rhyme. In good and in soil, we transcend space and time. From the dawn of the womb, I'm the elder's guide, feeding infants the truth where the secrets reside. I'm the keeper of fiber, the breaker of chains, the zodiac spinner in intestinal lanes, constellations in the colon, I chart the route, feeding on the prebiotics, my impact avowed. I'm the scribe of the scroll, the enzymes I weave, unlocking the scriptures, the flora believe. I creep through the cracks, so white, cold and rebel, I launch my attacks. Mana for chaos, your gut I invade, overgrowth, empire and sugar I wait. I'm the leaving in your ruin, fungal pharaoh, turn sweetness to sickness, a toxic sparrow. In the temple of your gut, I plant my seed, call me the yeast of burden, I make you plead. We are the ties from the stars to the sea. We're the keepers of balance, the cosmic decree. Candida falls to our symphony divine. The God's restoration, the victory's mine. Lactobacillus, my name's in the scroll. Prophet of health, I'm restoring the whole. Bifido, I'm the builder, I fortify walls together. We're the legion that topples your halls. We from injustice, stars got away from Orion's belt to the Milky Way. You're the mystery of pest in the grain, where the heavenly host breaking your chain. Balancing the cosmos, I wanna be one. The battle of bacteria, east undone. Your throne's made of sugar, your kingdom will rot under the banner of health. Your call, your call.
Yeah, that'll do. excuse me. The tunes are very cheesy, but No Way takes the cake. So far, they don't sound cheesy at all. They're catchy. Maybe you think they're cheesy because you know what they're about more. Whereas, like, I'm just listening to them and I'm like, yeah, that's alright, yeah. How dare you, Desmondo? President Mountain Dew Alfonso Camacho is the best. Hilarious.
path is clear. Clouds descend the curtain lines. Magic held in bright and time. No way, no way. From liquid gold to solid clay. Transform the stars, reshape the day. No way, no way, no way.
Yeah, I don't find anything cheesy about this, but like I said, maybe I would if I was like, if I knew the process or something like. They sound great, man.
Baptized in bubbles, the secret effervescence. Chalice of Kepler, a prophet's refresh. Alchemy in jars, turning sugar to gold. Hermes whispers in the ferment hold. The stars align, Virgo pours the grains. A zodiac potion to heal your pains. Sip slow, the cosmos swirls in your cup. A drink of wine, raising spirits up. Water Kefir, the elixir of light. Turn darkness to dawn, longing to rise. Sip the stars, feel the planets align. This holy brew transcend the design. Philosopher's stone in a probiotic brew. Turning letting guts into golden dew. Microbial choir sings hymns of repair. Hidden worlds thriving, unseen but there. Moonlit rituals brewing under her gaze. A liquid scripture, a hell-filled maze. Drink deep, my child, let the manna flow. The secrets in the grains, let the wisdom grow. Capricorn's patience in the bubbling dance. Sagittarius saints, your health advance. The ancients knew from the now to the east. This nectar of gods
How funny is it that I'm there talking like I can't remember the last time I spoke about painting you growing and more people showing up and shit, and some rando shows up and puts bear emoji in. I've literally no idea who that was. You know, it might be your one from the workshop or something. Like she subscribed to my channel or something like. But I always think that's hilarious for him. Like, I don't want painting you to it'd be nice if it did. For blah blah. And then some randomer just comes into the chat and I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like, shit like that just makes me laugh. It kind of creeps me out slightly, but in a good way. It gives you that it gives you that weird sync feeling where you're just like, God, hello, Okay. I think he's pretty much done. We're starting to get into the realm of like I'm overworking him and shit. So that's it. We're done. Pinleg and Smear Globstein are finished, and to celebrate, I'm gonna stick the tune on. And then I'm gonna go make dinner. Yeah, I'm very happy with him. Thanks, bro. I completely agree. I think he came out deadly. And Smear is awesome. Like, I love Smear. He's brilliant looking.
My name is Smear Blobstein, a sentient a living jelly, primed and ready to conquer the likes of you. Cling fast to your God, I'll cling to your face.
I was literally like bopping around to this in the kitchen while fucking making porridge. So good. That cling fast with that bit, cling fast to your gods or god or whatever. That's one of the best like hooks I've ever fucking heard. Like
An elastic life form, like lethal seed.
tits and all. They're pecs. That could be a thing. Like everyone's always like, why has the alien got tits? They're pecs. It's like an insecurity he has. My master. It'd be hilarious. Just one of the soldiers is like, dude, what's with the tits? It's like, they're pecs. So funny. The ruins, ridges, or gills on his head. Yeah, they're like ridges, yeah. And the ruin. Yeah, I agree. They turn out well. I could have made them a bit deeper looking, but like, whatever. He's done. We'll start a new one tomorrow. Yeah. I'll have you know I'm in top physical condition for my species. He's considered a Chad on his planet, like. Like. Oh, this is so funny, like.
You're just jelly. Of this living jelly.
I love that. I love the little pop. I love that. Ugh. So fucking good. Oh, Christ. Right, my arse is firmly dead, and I am a hungry. My beloved Japonator, and all you other filthy mortals come! This concludes today's episode of A Painting Goo. I hope you have enjoyed Ingu. If you do not pay for painting you, you have no honor, and your ancestors will look upon you from the great beyond with great shamer. Pay for painting you! Scum! Filthy mortar! Scum! Right, gang. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll start a new project, a new character, a new thing. I don't know if it's going to be a character. I mean, one of the things I just made up was a fucking castle in the middle of a valley. So, like, we'll see what we get. We shall see. Oh, Christ. I just got like 4 clicks in a row in my in my back. We will see what the ether fucking projects into my dome. I don't have anything on tomorrow, so it'll be back to 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. GMT. Be there. Charge your chi, so on and so forth. Right? Much love. Be good. Be true. And be beautiful. And I shall see you sooner. God bless. Sayonara. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, meine Lieben.